XRP Insider is your daily resource for today. With everything XRP and Ripple, we're getting started with some revolutionary updates from the cryptocurrency realm, where everyone is first to speak. The cryptocurrency community is excited with the news of the second current difficulties, most notably the exit of its chief litigant for cryptocurrency, Stewart. This noteworthy departure occurs in the high-profile judicial disputes of the SEC opposing Coinbase and Ripple, stirring doubts over the agency's prospects and regulations. Stewart's involvement with these legal disputes was crucial, and her departure signifies a turning point, particularly as court use Ripple braces judgment on the fines associated with its XRP sales. In a further turn, former President Donald Trump discusses his changing position on cryptocurrencies, exposing a complex perspective in recent discussions. Despite a traditionally circumspect attitude toward Trump's digital currency, recognizes the rise of Bitcoin acknowledgement, implying the possible necessity of regulation. This change is significant, taking into account the larger political landscape and its potential ramifications for cryptocurrency regulation under the upcoming administration's. Ripple's Brad Garling, the CEO, is a sensation, with talks about ETFs that track XRP and a judicial triumph that might change XRPs in Garlinghouse's hope and tactical actions, such as a possible collaboration with BlackRock Signal and remarkable advancements for XRP and its function within the financial system. If you haven't already, kindly think about joining our channel as a subscriber. If you're enjoying the content, kindly click the like button. Click the button and inform us of the most recent fantastic news that you've learned, so that we may discuss XRP in greater detail. As we explore the planet in more detail. A sea change? With cryptocurrency, a noteworthy advancement has surprised the industry. The Commission on Securities and Exchanges, SEC, battling in court cases against Coinbase and Ripple, recently experienced a significant loss. Leon Stewart, the head of the crypto litigation unit of the SEC, has revealed her resignation in this surprising exit, raising concerns about what comes next. Of the SEC's initiatives to control the Stewart was a major figure in the crypto sector. The litigation filed by the SEC against Ripple, and one of the two titans of the cryptocurrency world, is Coinbase. In December 2020, the SEC held an arena and claimed that Ripple was selling and providing XRP, acting as an unregistered security, but the court mostly rejected the SEC's assertions, saying that XRP is not a security in and of itself. Stewart played a key role in a related case, in the legal battle between Coinbase and the SEC, which was charged with acting as unregistered securities of the nation brokers and clearing agencies for exchanges. Coinbase has denied the aforementioned claims, and there was just a hearing in Stewart's Manhattan federal court. This departure occurs at a pivotal moment, as the court will soon decide the suitable punishment for Ripple's breach of the securities law using its institutional XRP sales. The end of the finding phase occurred in February. Legal briefs are due on the 20th. This March news prompted rumors about the SEC's potential regulatory strategy for cryptocurrencies. Eric, the senior ETF analyst at Bloomberg, observed that Stewart brought up Bitcoin traded funds upon her exit press statement, making hints about a possible changing the SEC's position on cryptocurrency law. Stewart's departure also casts ambiguity surrounding the SEC's legal action techniques in the current Ripple and Coinbase litigation, contributing to both legal-related SEC's cryptocurrency. There is now a lawsuit unit with a big gap. Despite the cryptocurrency market is still optimistic about digital assets' future, the recent spike in Bitcoin's value and the expanding institutional investors' interest has provided the sector with a much-needed increase. Numerous professionals anticipate that cryptocurrencies are going to be essential, a component of the world banking system in the next few years. As the cryptocurrency scene keeps changing, the result of the SEC's litigation disputes with Ripple and Coinbase is still to be determined. The resignation of Stewart might have dealt a setback to the organization's attempts to control the cryptocurrency market, but the market itself is robust and will keep growing and innovating despite the obstacles it encounters from regulations. Pay attention for more information as this story develops. The changing view of Donald Trump regarding cryptocurrency. Donald Trump has made forceful views of cryptocurrencies and their influence on both the US dollar and the central bank's possible risks. Artificial intelligence and digital currency intelligence, AI, and a financial Yahoo made it clear in the interview that he was in favor for the US dollars, admonishing the introduction of other currencies that could potentially, he noted, diminish its worth. The U.S. should exercise caution, especially considering what China has been doing to outlaw cryptocurrency and its goals to develop its own virtual money to control international marketplaces. Trump's position draws attention to worries over the U.S. dollar's credibility and the significance of preserving a strong financial system. In addition, in a talk about Trump's Bitcoin news, he declared once more that he preferred the U.S. dollar relative to cryptocurrencies, stating his wish to not own any other currency, surfacing and devaluing the dollar. Furthermore, Trump has expressed his concerns regarding AI and CBDCs in a Fox Business interview. He denounced the notion of a CBDC, noting worries about surveillance and the possibility of people discovering that their accounts are empty. Trump talked about a personal encounter with a deepfake film to highlight the AI risks necessitating quick action to mitigate these security threats. He has expressed his opposition to the establishment of a CBDC with a focus on the danger it presents to individual liberties and pecuniary confidentiality. These claims show Trump's prudence regarding the swift growth of virtual currency and significant technological advancements, highlighting any dangers they could bring to established personal liberty and financial systems. Donald Trump's connection to cryptocurrencies has changed dramatically since his departure office, indicating a possible change in the political environment around digital assets. As previously indicated, Trump was noted for taking a critical position on digital currency, highlighting its volatility and the dangers it brings. Nonetheless, recent events indicate that Trump now holds a more complicated position of $2.8 million worth of Ethereum, showing a private cryptocurrency investment space. This shift was brought to light by his taking the risk of publishing his NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, which claimed to have brought him close to $5 million. In a most recent Fox TV interview, Trump talked about his opinions on Bitcoin. He mentioned the coin and the dollar in the video. Although he remains fond of the dollar, he admits the growth of Bitcoin has substantial traction and that numerous people are accepting it. Additionally, he stated that there could be some regulations if required. Let's observe that China clearly has its own thrust in the video. Digital currency in the Chinese, but isn't it the sensible course of action for you to accept Bitcoin because it is blatantly dispersed that it's not in the hands of the government? With all the young people, what about Bitcoin? Individuals, particularly African Americans, who have a keen interest in several things that people are doing. I've always been partial to one thing, or rather, money I enjoy. The dollar, but many individuals are making things, and honestly, it's claimed a life. On its own, you most likely need to perform some rules, as you are aware, but a lot of people embrace it, and an increasing number of people who wish to pay with Bitcoin are visible to me. And what you're witnessing is intriguing, so I guess I could put up with that. I've always preferred one, in one way or another. Extremely potent thing, and that's known as the US dollar. Yes, in terms of politics, Trump's possible return could have important consequences for cryptocurrencies, despite his earlier criticism. The industry rumor has it that a second Trump would be more advantageous for the administration. About digital assets, this conjecture is derived from the larger Republican posture, which has demonstrated a growing GOP's backing of cryptocurrencies. Politicians and conservative organizations have been creating draft suggestions for regulations that conform to the interests of the sector. Recommending a potential change in policy if the Republicans can authority. Important Republican officials have shown support for regulating a setting that encourages creativity and expansion of the cryptocurrency market, emphasizing an intention to keep the United States in a center for innovations in technology and financing the potential for a regulatory framework that is favorable to cryptocurrencies under the CEO of Ripple and XRP's future in comparison. A hypothetical Trump administration abruptly, with the present dubious President Joe Biden strategy leadership Democrats and the administration who stress the need for consumer protection and debate revolves around financial stability. Regulation of cryptocurrencies has grown more politicized, representing wider differences in ideology regarding innovation, financial regulation, and privacy. This changing perspective on Bitcoins from Trump and the Republican Party may represent a crucial, possibly pivotal time for the sector, impacting the regulatory framework in it and development trajectory. Although it's vital to keep in mind that political and the regulatory environment is intricate and amenable to modification, emphasizing the significance of continuous participation and conversation between the cryptocurrency sector and regulators. Sway, the blockchain-based payments company, has made notable legal triumph in its continuous conflict with Securities and Exchange of the United States. In a recent interview, the Commission Secretary with Brad, the CEO of Bloomberg TV Garlinghouse, offered some observations that enlighten the future as well as the present of XRP and Ripple, the court triumph before the SEC, the prospective debut of exchange-traded funds, ETFs, based on XRP's steadfast dedication to compliance and rules, and the struggle for more friendly regulatory leadership collectively indicate that Ripple has a bright future. Let's watch the video, and you'll appreciate it. If so, we would welcome the XRP ETF. And I believe that it will inevitably happen. You know, there will be a variety of ETFs about various tokens, and I believe you may even notice ETFs in the mix. Baskets that, furthermore, I consider increasing the variety of risks you discuss. Biggest issuers, especially those who are BlackRock, to finish this task effectively. I'm not going to talk about how I know black people. Rock has made a few public statements. You know, we believe it is appropriate for the entire XRP community. You, Ripple, are undoubtedly a crucial participant in the ecosystem of XRP. Nevertheless, look, we're not the only players. Before the SEC action, we observed that the second most valuable digital asset was XRP. Advantage, I believe, due to the headwinds. You are aware that we have since observed that it has mostly subsided, yet in the long term, your opinion on these matters is important to you. How can you make something useful? Tackle practical issues using these several digital resources. Garlinghouse has altered the tone and appears positively on the potential for introducing ETFs based on XRP. My pals may indicate an XRP before and after, projecting accessibility and adoption further deeper into the world economy. Moreover, he highlighted Ripple's solid dedication to abiding by the regulations of the system. The procurement of standard custody is evidence of its commitment to offer regulated and safe critical fixes for institutional. Ripple has success in the cryptocurrency market. Not play around, it always plays to win. Inside the legal framework, Garlinghouse objects to the present U.S. policy position regarding cryptocurrency, encourages a change in the direction of properly understanding regulations, and promotes creativity through involvement in a megapack with heavy hitters such as Coinbase and Andreessen Horowitz. Final thoughts and disclaimer: Ripple aims to back politicians who encourage a more positive and supportive regulatory framework for cryptocurrency exchanges that directly address regulatory objections and disputes, particularly those originating from numbers. Similar to Elizabeth Warren, the senator, Garlinghouse makes things apparent. The goal of cryptocurrencies is not to evade KYC and AML laws. Conversely, Ripple and numerous other entities in the cryptography space are dedicated to Ripple's transparency and compliance triumph in the court case against the SEC, which provides XRP with new opportunities. Future as a useless digital resource. Update on technical analysis. Garlinghouse claims that the court has made it apparent that XRP is not taken into a security in and of itself. This choice is a triumph for Ripple as well as enables the entry into a new phase of acknowledgement and functioning of XRP and the potential of the financial market. The introduction of XRP ETFs represents a noteworthy historic moment for cryptocurrencies investment and accessibility. Ripple's strategic alliance with BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, might increase the XRP price by adding more, around $9 trillion in assets under BlackRock's introduction into the management. The market for cryptocurrencies might provide a tsunami of capital and credibility. All things considered, Ripple's victory prior to the SEC The prospective debut of XRP ETFs and their steadfast dedication to rules and compliance indicate a prosperous future for XRP, and Ripple not only restates its place within the market for cryptocurrencies, but also creates the making way for more growth and stability. It indicates that we are about to enter. XRP is entering a new phase where innovation, accessibility, and compliance adhere to raise Ripple to unprecedented heights. Yes, the cryptocurrency industry is in a state of turbulence, with political and regulatory conflicts, views, and tactical alliances influencing its course. These developments impact more than just Ripple and XRP, but also show more general patterns and difficulties in the cryptocurrency market. While we adjust to these changes, tenacity and inventiveness inside the cryptocurrency sector keeps paving the path for its incorporation into the worldwide financial system. Keep everything in mind. The data that is presented is instructive objectives rather than a suggestion for investing. Tune in for additional details and analysis from XRP Insider. Hello everyone. Lastly, a brief update regarding technical matters of view. As you are aware, we violated the degree of assistance here a few days before I promised to attempt to retest the assistance, which has now evolved into opposition, and we're gradually forming our descent to the wedge's base, which is basically a solid safety net. So I believe that in the coming days, we'll possibly arrive here, regardless of likely to decline pretty quickly, or we gradually descend, although I don't anticipate us retesting the highest degree of the wedge, soon, barring noteworthy news incident that, maybe with the SEC, but the truth is that consider that, most certainly, the SEC will release its announcement at the end of March, possibly in April or March. April's 1st, which is strangely adequate where the wedge's resolution basically must be shown. So if I just want to make sure you see the larger picture of the topic at hand, we've been trading in this for, well, around wedge creation for a significant amount of time. Although we've finally arrived at the pinnacle, where I believe there will be SEC-related news released, in that sense, in the middle of April, these typically split up upside. But be aware of how some of the larger players may push as they play initially to see some liquidity, so in essence, discover the truth about the line here, followed by, the beginning. Extremely quick, upward momentum at most 73 levels, most certainly, and if we're able to shatter it, we're just unbeatable at $1 as a simple objective. So this should provide you with a respectable comprehension of our current situation with Brad and Trump. There was a Ripple, and I wish you the best of luck with XRP. The weekend and the day speak with you.